Hey guys, this is Chris, and today we are going to do a device pairing / binding of the Hubsan Zino H117S. I know Hubsan already has this video out, and I'm sure other people are doing it as well. The one reason for me doing this is I notice on the Hubsan channel, they are very bad at answering comments or questions or concerns. And typically, just like they do in the Facebook groups, if they do answer you and you have a response back to it, you can forget it. They're not coming back. Plus, I noticed on a couple videos, 1 or 2 videos, they've turned the commenting off, and now they're deleting content. So if you've made a comment on the Hubsan official channel, you may notice, maybe if it was negative, I don't know, but they've deleted a lot of comments. There's some videos that had a whole bunch of comments, and now they're down to like 3 or 4 comments. So I think they're just trying to make a nice profile to make everything look like puppy dogs and unicorns. I don't know. But here we have my version on my channel. If you have a question, comment, or concern, please leave that comment below the video, and I will gladly answer your questions or just respond back to you, whatever. So let's go ahead and get this started. And the first thing you want to remember to do is take off your gimbal cover. Okay. And we're going to plug in the battery. And then we're going to long press the power button on the quad until you hear the chirps. Okay, so now that's on. Now we're going to long press the transmitter till you hear a loud beep, or the controller. Okay. Wi-Fi's booting up on that. So for this version, we're going to be using the iPhone. This is the iPhone 8 Plus. So we've got the lightning connector here, and it comes with 2 other connectors, and those are the micro USB and the Type-C connector. And if you notice, for you Android users, it says, hopefully you can see that right here, it says TX, and on the other end it says phone. Not sure if you can focus in on that, but for you Android users, make sure you're connecting it correctly and not reverse order. The other thing is, and I'm going to show you, I'll actually show you when we connect, but you want to make sure you connect this after you've powered on, because if it's already connected when you power on, sometimes they will not link up. So we're going to go ahead and connect it now. And now we see we're connected because I felt my phone vibrate, and you see the battery charge come on. So now my battery is getting sucked dry by the controller, which isn't bad. It doesn't drain much power out of it. So we're going to go into the Hubsan app now. And what I want to make sure I let you know is, if you're a first-time user, you're going to have to register, and then you'll do a sign-in or log on, and then you'll use the app. That's something fairly new that Hubsan is doing, and you'll need to do that the first time. So here we have the app starting up. Click accept. Enter device for the Zino, and if you notice on the app, they have all their Wi-Fi versions. Enter device. Enter main interface. And now we have the app screen pulled up. And if you notice right here, the relay icon is there. If I unplug it, you get a controller icon. Okay? So when you've established a connection, it should go to relay. Like that. Now, what I was explaining before, if we turn this off, we're on controller. Sometimes when you turn it on and this is already connected, sometimes it will not link. Let's see if it does. It did. Sometimes it will not though, so you want to make sure that you connect the cord after. If it doesn't, simply unplug it and plug it back in on either side and it will connect. That's just something I noticed. If I've already had this connected, sometimes that will not establish a connection and go to the relay. You do want it to go to the relay. So now we're going to go into the settings. I should have adjusted my camera here because I noticed that it's going from light to dark as it focuses. But I think you can still see exactly what we need to do here. So we're going to go into the settings. And what you want to do is you want to go over to the controller icon and click that. That takes you to your controls. And you want to make sure you're set to Wi-Fi. And then we're going to set the transmitter and aircraft connection. And you'll see it's in there, but if it's not, click refresh. And then you're going to highlight the Hubsan Zino and click connect. Then it connects. And we get all kinds of messages off to the side. I don't have my SD card in there. And we are indoors, so we have a weak GPS signal. But we are connected. Now the next step, it should have asked me to bind to the plane or quad or drone, but it did not. So there's two ways you can do this. You can simply go into click the gear icon and go into the settings, and you can bind to current aircraft. It says not bounded. Hubsan, that should say not bound. Bounded is not a word. Let's teach our young flyers good English. So that's one way. If you go in there and you can bind it, but it's supposed to already ask you. But one real fast way is just hit the sticks. As soon as you hit the sticks, it brings up bind to aircraft. So we're going to click OK. And now it's going to ask for the GPS accuracy test. And then with this, it's not going to pass here, but I'll just show you. You click it and it says testing GPS accuracy. And we're not going to pass. It's going to fail because we're indoors. But if you're outdoors, you're in all the right conditions and it fails, you want to keep your quad on your landing pad or takeoff pad, wherever you have it set, and have the controller fairly close to it. If you still fail the GPS accuracy test, walk away from the quad about 6 feet and then walk back to it, move around a little bit, and then you want to go back into your settings and you want to redo that GPS accuracy test. I forgot where it is now. Where is it? Where's GPS accuracy test? Oh, right in front of me. Okay, so it's of course the last thing I click, but you go back into here, click that, and then you can restart GPS accuracy test, and then it'll bring it back up. So we're going to skip it because we are indoors and it will not pass. You want to make sure you get that to pass, because if that does not pass, you've got these features here, and you will not be able to do these features without a good GPS accuracy test. You have to pass that test to use those features. So we are bound to it, and we want to go in, and I'm going to change my settings to aircraft requires a strong GPS signal to take off. I'm going to change that to no, just to show that we have established our connection. Put this in a safe distance from the boxes. Open the wings up a little bit here. We'll zoom you down a little. And see, I have it selected where it says aircraft requires strong GPS signal, no. And now I'm going to pull both sticks down to the bottom corners. And even with a weak signal, it is not. Unless, there we go. I wasn't holding them long enough. So when you start the motors, you're going to pull your sticks down and you're going to hold them for a little bit. I forgot. Okay. There you are. I'm blowing everything off the table now. All right, so we have successfully bound to the quad. And let me pick up some of this stuff that blew off the table here. Okay, so we're successfully bound to the quad and controller and device here, and you are set to go. The only thing you want to do is, if you're outside, don't do what I did and turn off your GPS setting. You want to turn that back on so you have the proper satellites. So you're just going to wait for the proper satellites, and then you're going to be able to initiate takeoff and do what you want to do. So I hope that helps. And the other thing I want to advise is, once you are all bound and you're ready to fly, you have all your satellites, go ahead and take off, but just hover close by at first and check your stability. Just make a few maneuvers and just pay attention to how the quad acts. And then, of course, follow your local laws so we can all continue to enjoy this hobby that we love so much. So don't be breaking those laws and making things worse for us. But anyhow, that's it. I hope this helps for anybody who has not seen the video. For any of you new buyers who have stumbled across my channel, please subscribe. Thank you to all my subscribers, of course. And please give a thumbs up on the video and leave me a comment or question if you need to. Thanks. Take care.